Nos dias 15 e 16 de julho de 2014, o presidente da China, Xi Jinping, participou da sexta cúpula do BRICS no Brasil. Entre os dias 17 e 23 de julho, Xi Jinping estará em visita oficial ao Brasil, Argentina, Venezuela e Cuba. Essa é a segunda visita de Xi à América Latina desde que assumiu o cargo e a sua quarta visita à região durante a sua carreira política. No dia 5 de junho de 2013, num discurso no Senado do México, o presidente Xi Jinping mencionou um provérbio chinês antigo: só de longe se conhece a força de um cavalo e só com o tempo se conhece o coração de uma pessoa. O caminho percorrido pela China e a América Latina já evidenciou e vai continuar a mostrar que as relações bilaterais são abertas, inclusivas, cooperativas e baseadas no benefício mútuo.
We've seen that our countries has becoming major trading partners with China, and China is becoming a major foreign investor in our countries, and the political relationship with both countries, with China, Argentina, or China, and most of Latin American countries has been growing very, very fast. So we've seen this in the past. Argentina is an example that has benefited tremendously of the development of China, economic development and social development of China. But of course we have good relations, political good relations, and we are countries which are very good friends with the same interests because we are developing countries and emerging economies. So definitely the world will be more and more interrelated with China, and it's a win-win situation.
O fato é que as relações entre a China e os países da América Latina têm uma história antiga.
I don't know if you are aware that 10% of the Peruvian population has some Chinese blood. 1 in 10 Peruvians have some great-great-grandfather coming from China. That means 3 million people in Peru are in a way related to China. And China has been, in the last 160 years, more than 160 years, part of the history of Peru. So we are very much entrenched in our history, and I hope we will be very much entrenched in our future for development.
No ano passado, duas expressões foram inúmeras vezes repetidas na China e na América Latina, nomeadamente o aprofundamento da reforma e a transformação econômica. Como economias em desenvolvimento, os países da América Latina e a China partilham objetivos comuns.
We see similarities, between Argentine economic policies from Cristina, our president, and the policies, from Xi Jinping, and the new leaders of China, and it has to be related that with the need that we understand that we are both developing countries. That's in a sense means that more or less we have the same domestic political economic agenda, but in the end the objectives are the same. So we can share this kind of experience, and we are doing that.
As semelhanças tornaram o aprofundamento da reforma e a transformação econômica num fator comum, entendido e apoiado pela China e pelos países da América Latina.
I'm not the one to analyze that. I think the Chinese leadership itself has said consistently that there is a need to change the model. And the model has been investments and exports. The model has to be more an inward looking, and that I'm sure that this is already taking place to some extent. I think what happened in China has been a miracle to some extent. Coming down to 7 or so was only natural. So we are not really concerned about deceleration. Of course, there were analysts that were predicting or at least considering that there might be what they would call a hard landing of the Chinese economy. This has not happened so far. This is an equation that China has to make sure it's well balanced, and probably balance would be somewhere in the range of 7% a year. But to me, to us, and I think to the world, this is enough to make a large contribution to the world growth.